while the Aurora was running along the poison sea held at bay by the dam. We believed we'd be back. Now, having seen the sword of Damocles hanging over the valley, we knew it was not meant to be. Alyosha, who is still unable to walk after being shot in the back, is driving himself mad with worry. His Olga is there. Perhaps he will be able to warn her via radio and save the people there. What happens next? I have no idea. I am ready for anything. Anything but one thing. Anna, please, hold on. Without you, I have nothing to live for, nothing to dream about. Doubly so, since if not for that dream of mine, you'd be all right now.
Artyom, you know, when I found this photo of the Pacific Ocean, I just knew for some reason that we were going to go there in the end. All these rivers, mountains, deserts, they just won't do. It's ocean or bust. I believed we could make it. I did. I know I'll get there. And if I need some help, you'll be there for me. You will save me again, won't you? Artyom, please. Stop torturing yourself. It hurts to even look at you. You and Dad too. It's not your dream, and not his belief in the occupying forces. It's just fate. A stupid piece of cloth in the wind. Rotten concrete. An idiotic ammo dump.
Artyom, you should go. I'll give her a shot. Let her sleep a bit.
Come with me, bratucha. There are things to discuss. Hey! Leave your work for the moment! Come to the bridge! Stepan, come to the bridge. Alright, one moment. Tell me what happened, Nastya. Did someone bully you?
No,
Why are you crying then?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? What of?
I have this cough. What if it's like Aunt Anna's?
Don't worry, Nastya. You didn't breathe any gas after all. It's just a cold. We'll fix it in no time.
And Aunt Anna?
We'll fix her too. As soon as we find the medicine, she'll start getting better.
For real?
You have my word, so don't you worry.
Alright, I won't. My mom says the Spartans always keep their word.
That is true, Nastya. Indeed.
Don't worry, Artyom. Everything will be okay. Anna is strong.
Olga, Alyosha here. I'm online as promised. I hope you can hear me. We did examine the dam and reservoir. You have to leave the valley as soon as possible. At least before the rainy season starts. The dam is barely holding, and if it gives, the valley will be washed away, and everything that remains will be deadly. leave tomorrow. Or, even better, yesterday. Talk to the other girls. Get them to raise the issue at the council session. Even the pirates will have to obey if it passes. I don't know if I'll make it back. But if we're alive, there's always a chance, however slim. With this, I have to bid you farewell. At least until tomorrow. Au revoir. I hope she heard that. Radio's in the church after all. Shit, that bastard Artyom. Fuck me! But if something happened to Olga because of him, I would never forgive him.
Seems to be bad.
We haven't had any other variety in a long time, so no wonder.
Take a seat, bratucha.
Fire away.
This conversation is not gonna be simple, I think.
Until today, we thought that this shot of Novosibirsk was a simple error.
What's
We
up
were
with
wrong.
it?
The legend says irradiated zones are highlighted in shades of green, while purple highlights indicate errors. Today, though, I found some small print. The thing is, radiation levels way outside of normal operational range of the scanner are also marked as errors. Simply put, the radiation there may well be completely off the scale. We're about 500 clicks from Novosibirsk, and the radiation outside is almost as high as back in Moscow.
A cadmium warhead?
The shots are 20 years old. The radiation can't be quite as high now, but still. Novosibirsk is most probably...
So what do we do now?
I'll tell you what we do. Artyom and I will go.
This is not
All
the
right?
other way. We go together.
Sir,
Not
please.
First, she is my daughter, his wife. My paranoia about the occupation forces drove her into that damned bunker. And Artyom with his dream, he dragged us out of Moscow. So we too are to blame.
Still, we are the Order. We are one crew and we should all act accordingly. We should all go.
Discussion is closed. This is not an Order mission. It is a personal errand, mine and Artyom's. We don't need any help. Second, we don't know the exact location of the medicine. It might be in the city center, or in one of the Akadem Gorodok labs. So Anna's life might well end up in your hands, too. Third and last, wherever we might go, winter is coming. And getting the Aurora stuck in snow is what?
That's something we can't allow.
Do you remember what Yermak said? Remind him, please.
railway technology museum at the city outskirts. We'll almost certainly find a snowplow for the Aurora there.
So, gentlemen, your missions are to search the Akadem Gorodok labs and prepare Aurora for the winter. Crew, get ready for the mission. Also, we are starting constant radiation level monitoring outside, effective immediately. Sam, you're first.
Yes, sir.
I think that lethal radiation levels there are actually good news for us.
You mean there was nobody left to rob the drugstores and hospitals?
Exactly. Unlike the towns we've been through.
Colonel, sir. An update on the suits.
Yes, what's the situation?
I managed to assemble only 2 complete ones.
You see, they're for Artyom and me. It's fate, that's what it is. Will they help?
Well, they'll protect you from dust. But even the direct radiation there is so high, it could...
Yes, can you add more protection?
Yormak does have some lead sheets in store, but the suits are rather bulky and heavy as it is.
We aren't exactly attending a dance party there. How much time will it give us?
A couple of hours. Not enough, I think.
Better than nothing. Don't worry. We'll make do. Always have.
I'll add some lead shielding to the car's cabin. Try to stay inside for as long as you can out there.
Thanks. Get on it then.
Yes, Colonel, sir.
Still, I can't help worrying. It's such a huge risk. So many good people died from radiation exposure in Hansa's railway crews. But Moscow had nothing on the radiation levels they're going to face.
Nah, these people don't really care about risks. You know them well enough. Hey, tell me about that museum. When did you learn about it?
I was always a railroad fan, even when working in the metro. We had this experimental facility near Moscow where they tested all kinds of railway stuff. And lots of engines and cars ended up there, so they decided to make a museum. But only found a good spot in Novosibirsk.
Wow! It's not that close, I'd say.
Yes, not at all close. But they still got everything there, including the most curious engines from all over the country. And some 15 years before the war, the museum was opened.
I see. But why are you so sure there's a snowplow there?
I know it, because they transported it there from Moscow. Ha! It's a great specimen. You'll like it for sure.
Yeah, I'm quite sure about that. Well, I guess I'll go. Tokarev might need some help there.
Yes, he might.
I still think we should look for that SATCOM center while we're at it.
Where? How? There's a whole sector blotted out on the image. And look at its location. Sure, the Akadem Garadok is rather bad, but not too dangerous if we don't waste time there. That area, though. See? Sure, it's not the city center, but still, the only place we'd find there would be an early grave.
We'll see about that.
There's nothing to see. Do you think Colonel didn't send us there just because he forgot about it?
Sure I don't. I understand. I'm not that dumb after all.
Tak, слушай, what are we even talking about then? The Colonel said the discussion was closed. They already decided everything with Artyom, and we must respect their decision and believe that it will all work out. Because we are what?
Sparta.
Exactly. So let us be good and go back to planning our route to that lab.
All right.
Look, I think we could avoid the main hotspot if we went this way.
Maybe here.
I'd rather deviate to the south.
Okay, what next?
Next, here.
Yeah, that could work. What then?
Then over here.
And from there?
Straight up there. Where else?
I see.
Artyom. I wanted to say, look, I spent 20 years with you people. We almost burnt the planet down trying to kill each other once. And should be enemies, I guess. But, you know, when the Colonel took me from that crowd, and women and children beat me up, I was scared. I couldn't raise my hands. I'm not a beast. No, I sure was strong then. So, I'm sorry, but sometimes I feel that it's important to not raise a hand. To not cross that line that separates a man from a beast. I don't know what's waiting for you and the Colonel in that dead city. But remember that line. With the shield or on it, soldier.
Adrenergen F, and she was completely amazed by it. Mind you, she was a real doctor, unlike me.
Katya, believe me, your mother would be proud of you.
Thank you, Alyosha. I hoped I could help, but Anna's case seems to be extremely unfortunate. The gas on the Volga lost most of its punch already, but it was enough to start the destructive process. Of course, the hopes I had for the valley and its air were naive. But even the valley in the end...
Yes, air, water, and the forest. It's all there. But I'm afraid not for long. A pity. The people there are actually quite nice. We'd find some common ground.
Is the dam in such danger?
It is. But even if it could hold out for years more, a third of the valley is already polluted with radiation. All the fallout was accumulating at the bottom of the reservoir for years and years, and now it's seeping through. Yet if the dam fails, I hope they listen to my advice.
Do you love her?
Katya, tell me frankly. It's my spine, and I know it all, but maybe something could still...
Alyosha, please. There were lots of cases when people recovered from injuries much worse than yours. You just have to keep fighting. We'll talk about this later. I have to check up on Anna.
Sure. Tell her I said hi. Are you here to talk or sympathize? Or perhaps you'll just give me a lift to the toilet. Asshole.
So, Bratucha, out for a smoke, I see. I remember if I already told you about this. Read about the kind of people I would meet. And that the further I'd go, the less people were good. So here's what my take on this now, Bratucha. I just wasn't lucky. And now, having met you and the others here, I guess I just filled my lifetime quota of good guys. Big deal for one. Such a great guy. Died at that bridge. Though I must say, to see Salantius laid in state, I'd stick my neck out further than anyone, yeah. Or Damir, visiting his homeland was his dream, right? When he got there, he met a nice girl. We took the parent bastard down. What else do you need? Just marry the girl, find a good place to settle, and have a nice life there. No, Damir stayed in that desert to fight for freedom of his people. That's the caliber of a man he is. Alyosha too. Why should he care for those overgrown children you met at that vet? They shot his spine up. No, he's really worried about them, tries to contact them with the radio. I could understand him being worried for Olga, but he wants to warn them all. So here's the main point. If it's just us who are blessed with such great people as companions, that means the world really is on its last legs, and there is just beasts standing over it, just like that two-headed deer over a dead body, waiting for the mutant nettle to sprout from it. And that nettle, Bratucha, it is bitter to any normal people. Bitter and poisonous, even though it makes for the meanest smokes.
Yes, Artyom. I never told this story before, but I'd like you to listen. You see, I had this Tokarev pistol. That fail-proof thing that had failed me once. It was a great gun. Powerful. Punched through any body armor you could still move in. But it only had 8 bullets. And that just proved not enough. I came upon some bandits that were tormenting a family. And I just couldn't. So, I snapped and got all of them. Save for one. The fucker hit me hard. By the time the older people arrived, I was half dead. Thought they were angels. Anyhow, here's why I'm telling you this now. There's fewer of us now than I had bullets then. So please, be careful in that radioactive hell.